Hello YouTubers, Charles here, and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program First Contract. The last time we did a few test flights after our return from the moon. I don't know, we do have enough science here to get one more, or maybe two more if we go for these. Two more things unlocked. Aerodynamics, hypersonic, advanced unmanned, specialized electronics, metamaterials, composites, unmanned tech, or field science. I think at this point you can just collect these here and I don't think we're gonna do a rover, so at least not today. So let's just get that as well. So we are almost finished with the tech tree, it looks. And let's see if there's any more contracts. Hey, Gene. S1. Yeah, we'd have to bring it up pretty high before testing it. I don't think we're gonna do that. Rescue Shurton Kerman. Expires in 5 hours, but we have 5 years to do it. I always like rescuing people, so we're gonna take this, but we're probably not gonna do it now. Alright. Splashdown RXL in orbit. That's a decent amount of science, so let's take that. Alright, yeah. LV 909 engine while orbiting Minmus. That's a pretty tight orbit. And it's not much science. So I don't think we're going to take that. Tests a radial decoupler. Escape trajectory out of the moon. Yeah, it's not worth doing either. Okay. So we have plant the flag on Minmus. We get recover scientific data from the space around Minmus. I thought we did this one. Did we not get that done last time? Test. Alright, so plant the flag on Minmus. Get scientific data from Minmus. Test the escape system landed at Minmus. Test the 25x4 engine cluster orbiting Minmus. Rescue. Well, we're not going to do you right now. And test the stack separator. We're not going to do. We got a few things around Minmus, so we didn't get that much science when we were there the last time, so I think it's a good idea to plan another trip to Minmus. So I'm gonna design this ship, and maybe we'll wind up fast forwarding through a bunch of it like we did when we were designing the ship for the moon. It's gonna be pretty similar, I think. There's gonna be some differences. We have more parts now, so we can make some things more efficient. So, gonna get to it. Okay, this is going to be our lander ship, and this time we're going with the nuclear engines. This not only gives us a little more thrust than what we had on the moon, which actually we don't really need it, but the main reason it's more efficient engines. They will get about twice the delta V for the same amount of fuel. I was going to go with 3, which would give us just slightly less thrust than we had on the moon, but that would basically reduce the number of science instruments that we'd have with us. And now, since we can go more efficiently, we can hit more places. On the moon, we're only getting to basically 2, maybe 3 biomes. I'm thinking on Minmus, we'll use all 4 of these in different biomes and still have plenty of fuel to get back into orbit and process the science that we've gathered. I have just noticed one minor issue. Fuel lines. We have all this fuel. We're going to need a fuel line or 2. So we've got a small little fuel tank here, just so this is something to connect onto. And now we are pulling fuel from the bigger fuel tank. We got our RCS at the bottom. Got some RCS out. Instead of just having 4, we have them further spread out and further out here, and hopefully that will prevent tip over, which is also what these extended landing gears are for. These should, yeah, more than protect our engines. And that should do us well. And we have this just for the contract, and we'll detach it and thrust it off. In fact, set that up now. Set the staging. These engines will go on the bottom here. Actually, yeah, detach it, thrust it off. Parachutes are for landing, and you know what? We'll need more parachutes than that. That should do it. Last time we had a drogue chute, but because of this, we won't be able to have one. Instead, I'll just put another set of parachutes on. So that should do us. Alright, now I'm going to design the science lab, which shouldn't be too much different. But we have a contract for the engine to test in orbit. Which stack separator is that? TRXL. Oh. Stack separator. And we'll have to see if we can take that along. Okay, had a little problem here. We're gonna try to test this engine. I had it between here before. Can't seem to get it in there now. But on top of that, you can't put a decoupler under it. So I'm not sure how I would take it and still get this ship into orbit. So I may need to scrap it. I was also thinking maybe we could have it in a lower spot and then decouple it and somehow recouple it. But, you know, with the docking ports have a little probe on it, but that may be problematic as well. For now, I'm gonna leave it off, and we'll do it in some future, maybe just a space probe or something. So, this is our science craft. We got a lot more fuel. Gonna want to try to hit every biome on Minmus. We got some solar panels, some lights, docking lights, probe cores, science lab, and the one thing I did forget is some RCS thrusters, because if we're going to be docking, we want to be maneuvering. Let's just put some at the ends. Why are you all weirdly... Let's get new ones. Go weird as soon as I go. Okay, over there. Alright, we're just gonna stick you there. Now this is the center of mass of both crafts, so can't really go by that. At this point, I am going to work on the launcher stages. So it'll probably take more than one. Okay, I think this will be our ship. At least I hope it will be. Yeah, we got a lot of stages here. We got a central rocket here with one of the 25 by 4 engines. We have 4 more of them surrounding that. We have 8 of these liquid boosters, and we have 12 of these solid boosters. That's because we're trying to bring a lot of fuel with us, so we're going to need a lot of thrust to get off the ground. I hope this is overdoing it, because that is my intent. This is going to cost us nearly 1/3 of our budget. But hopefully this will get us all of our science. I have separatrons here to hopefully get everything away as they separate. These will probably hit into each other as they separate, but as long as they don't damage the ship, I don't care. I could probably do the asparagus a bit better. It's basically going to be these, then the center. If I did maybe this fed into this, it'd be a little better, but better as in getting slightly more delta V. But that would just be too complicated, I think. The way the staging is, it is planned that these will go first. And why do I seem to be missing? You. Oh, for some reason. Alright, they're all there. Just not. This one's 4, but for some reason these others are 3 and then a separate one. Got 2 sets of those engines. These are the 4 outer, these 3 in this one, and this is the center. All being set off, and then all these are separatrons. It's planned for these to go off first, because they're supposed to be fueling everything. Did I not set up the fuel lines? I did not set up the fuel lines. Let's do that now. So these little boosters are going to be fueling everything for the first... I hope they last 30 seconds. They may not, actually. No. Well, throw on a little more. Come on. One there. And one there. Okay. Mission 22. Undo, please. 23. Back to Minmus. Back to Minmus. Save. I don't think I need any action groups, and we can take the regular crew. And let's test this out. Very experimental craft here. And, just as the sun is setting, a little bouncy there. Let's turn on some lights. Let's turn on SAS. Let's throttle up to full. And let us go in 3, 2, 1. As I said, this was only a test. Let's revert to launch. Ooh, what's going on there? It seems, forgot to make sure the launching clamps were in the right stage. Okay, let us try that again. SAS on. Throttles all the way up. Turn on the lights. We will lift off in 3, 2, 1. There we go. That is much better. Hoping everything stages correctly. That's probably the center edge. We're getting up to speed, but not that quickly. Not as quickly as I had hoped, or I had thought, which is actually a little better for us. Over 200. So throttle back up a little. That was a staging problem. But I don't think it harmed anything. We just let go of the solids a little too early. I thought I had those staged first, but apparently not. And we need to do our gravity turn at this point. was those solids that we accidentally let go too early. We'll stay about 60 or so. We are getting up there. We got a lot of fuel left, so I'm thinking we will make orbit and hopefully do even better than that. There's some fuel left once we reach orbit. And we're starting to pick up speed nicely now. Our horizontal velocity. So I'll have this go up to. Alright, we're about to stage here, so let's get around that. That was very nice. So I think we definitely overdid it. Let's plan this maneuver out. We need to something like that. $170, $168. And we're basically in that burn right now. I keep lined up. A little unwieldy here. But we have plenty of fuel, and maybe we will take this stage all the way with us to the moon. We'll be able to perform the test anyway, even though we weren't sure how we'd pull that off. Yeah, so this, we're not in a true orbit yet. This is, well, that's just about 70. So, we actually are in orbit. We're not going to hit the atmosphere. And, I think this may be where we'll call it for this episode. We'll need to head for the moon. Or Minmus, I should say. And it's not really in that good of a position right now. We are 5 degrees off. Getting worse or better? Not really doing either. Let's kill this. Let's just plan a maneuver, and then next time we'll execute the maneuver. We get closer. Now out far enough, or are we out too far? We're out too far. Let's get that on the screen, easier to see. We're still too far, so let's use our thrust. Alright, at that point we're too low. Whoa, that is really close. That's probably closer than we want to get, but if we can at least aim for getting that close, at least initially, we could do pretty good with a path like that. So, that is our plan for getting to Minmus. 2 burns. First one's nearly 1,000 meters per second. This is probably closer to 100. Yeah, we're not really going at an opportune time, but what did I just... No, don't do whatever I just did. That looks okay. Well, that is our plan for getting to Minmus. We have our nice ship out here that is using up a lot of electricity, so let's extend some solar panels. And let's try that in another orbit, because we are just about at the burn point. I'll see you guys next time.